Well, hello everybody. I'm recording a classic match with our buddy Enderfall, and I'm playing another bad deck again, as people notice, not one of the ones that I played last time. I'm recording for my own channel. No one on Academy will watch this. Only assholes. Oh. Buttholes. Okay, there we go. Hopefully I don't get reported for trying to circumvent the swear jar or whatever. Anyway, so this is the deck I'm playing. It's a Riptide Shapeshifter combo. I guess, look this card up. Doesn't seem very good. Essentially, this is a mono blue control deck with some combo elements. Feel free to look at all the shitty cards that are here. I guess it's got a lot of islands. I put some wastelands and strip mine in it though. Yeah, so let's just see how this goes. Wow, this hand, yeah, seems as playable as anything. No counter magic, and we're on the draw. Enderfall says, okay, I'll play nice. Well, Enderfall, I hope that's not true. Alright, so this hand is actually pretty good. We're going to drop this Mana Vault on turn 1. I don't really care if it resolves that much. I don't think he's... Guess it doesn't. That's not the end of the world. We do want to see another land at some point, though. That would have given us some flexibility. Might have allowed us to launch out this guy. This is like Duplicant, but it's a beast, because Riptide Shapeshifter doesn't work with Duplicant. So the question is here, do I just toast that Tundra? Yeah, I'm almost certain that the answer is yes. Even though our deck needs a lot of mana. So, we remove his blue source, that's good. What's he going to do with that? Anything? Hopefully not. Is he going to Brainstorm? If he does, he doesn't get a lot of value out of it. If I EOT Brainstorm, I don't even get a lot of value out of it, but it would let me mana drain on my turn, which is probably important. Maybe the right play there would have been just a mana drain. Not sure. What I'm going to do is not mana drain. Damn it. Okay. And by mana drain, I meant Brainstorm, obviously. So now that we have another counter magic, I can be at least a little bit flexible with how I want to implement this Brainstorm. I will probably do it EOT, just for the sake of mana efficiency. He's going to Thoughtseize me. It's kind of icky. So, essentially, what I can do here, though, is Brainstorm and hide the cards that I judge to be most important on the top of my deck, and then I just don't crack the Misty. I don't know what he's playing. This could be a real deck. I actually want to keep this Soul Ring and this island. But he can't take an island. So that's going to stay in my hand. What am I going to put on the top of my deck? Let's put a mana drain there. Well, I don't care if he takes a mana drain, actually. Actually, there's not much I care if he takes. Yeah, I guess I want to reduce his options. If he takes a mana drain, that's okay. I'll put the Revoker and the Soul Ring, because those are the cards I want to keep the most. I guess you could take Force Will and then try to force something through. That would be okay with me. But because the cards in the top of my deck are good, I guess I could have just thrown the Ingester down there and then like shuffled it away, because this card is probably very bad in my hand. At least that's my thought about this. Wonder what he's playing. Maybe he's playing some kind of like True Name Fish deck. He sure as hell doesn't care that this is in my hand. He's probably going to take a Force or a Mana Drain. Maybe a Venser if he judges that that's a real problem. Not entirely sure. So what do we have next? We rip our Soul Ring. That allows us to cast the Venser if we need to. Okay, so we took a drain. That's fine. He knows we have another one, which is also okay. What we are going to do is play this, and I might Venser here. The next card on our deck is a Revoker, so we get to see if we want that. My guess is he has some kind of Planeswalkers in his deck. That's my thought on this. What is he going to Snapcast a Mental Misstep? God. Why did I do this in my main phase A? Yeah. I'm going to actually counter this and pitch this horrible thing. Okay. So we let this resolve. Now we have mana. Next card's a Revoker. That makes me very sad. Alright, well, fine, you get it. I'm not going to counter both. So he's down to 2 cards in hand. We've got a Mana Drain and a Venser. That's not so bad. We know our next card is not a land, so Venser is bad, kind of. But he doesn't do anything. So do we want a Revoker right here? I don't think we do. I'm going to crack this. And let's draw another land. Cool. Now that turns into our Venser. Essentially what we did was we just drew a Venser. But now we can do stuff later that costs 4. I don't have any problem with that. Question is, do I want to like cast the COT and start the beats? He's at 13. That's nothing to sneeze at. Yeah, I'm going to actually do that. I'm not sure that that's right, though. Especially because it's probably not a bad idea to keep the fetch land for drawing another Brainstorm. He can't hardcast a Force Will this turn either. I'm going to go ahead, just in case he's got Gush, I'm going to go ahead and bounce this. I guess he could, like, Dismember and now not pay any life. Okay, well, that's fine. Worse things have happened. So we know he's got an island in his hand. And we drew an island. Do I play it this turn? No. I don't think I do. Because if I draw another land, I just play the other one. It doesn't look like... It looks like he wasted all of his cards doing... Oh, shit. The hell is this going to be? Vend click? Yeah, we better off that. So he doesn't know we have another Mana Drain in our hand right now, though. Essentially, this is just a counter spell, because it's going to add mana during my main phase. Okay, yeah. And that doesn't do very much for us. Let's ship the... Do I play this land? If he's got, like, a Daze... I don't think he's got Daze in his deck. I'm passing the turn. Daze is a consideration for this deck, I suppose. We want to top deck something like a Jace. That's what we want. I'm going to drop this land. I don't think I'm going to get discarded. I guess I could. I guess I could get, like, hymned or something. That would be pretty unfortunate. This is what I'm looking at again. What do I want to draw? So I don't want to draw Stormtide or Emrakul. I would draw a Frost Titan at this point. I would draw a Riptide. I would draw pretty much anything. Anything would be good except for Emrakul and Stormtide. Unless I Mana Drain him for a lot this turn. Okay, so he might be able to hardcast Force now. This is like a real game. I'm going to keep this in my hand. I don't want this to get randomly wasted. That would be terrible. Alright, so this is kind of an unexciting match, I guess, so far. That's what I want to see. Alright. Do I play this now, or do I wait? I totally wait till I can land one more land in this matchup, because I don't care about anything but, like, counter magic. I guess you could have, like, a Swords. In which case I can misstep that, or I can Mana Drain the Swords. So I think it's a good idea to wait here. Alright. So let's find another land, or just something. Oh! Well, I don't need to protect that. Okay, so we might be able to, like, bait out a counterspell with Frost Titan. Whoop, whoop, whoop! Okay, Hardcast Force, that's okay. Ship it. Maybe I should have just launched the Riptide out there. Because that sucks more. But then again, like, if I draw another land, I can play that and back it up. So I think it's okay what I did. I don't give a shit about that. I guess when he plays the, oh, that's what I wanted to see. Yeah, alright. This is a reader! We've got a reader! We just don't want to draw an Emrakul. That would be that would be the worst thing. We've got a reader. Alright. So, God, what is going on in the art there? This thing is, like, attacking a crab. Does it have a brassiere on? I don't understand. Alright. So... Yep. Neat. So this is going to be an Emrakul. I don't think so, Tim. Alright, there we go. What's going to happen now? Do we have another misstep? I should have cast this guy main phase B, by the way, so in case I needed to drain something, I could have gotten the mana next turn, which would have been... Wait, actually, no, I would have wanted to get the mana this turn so I could just activate this now. That would have been pretty sexy. As it stands, this is like a 9 mana investment, which is pretty horrible, admittedly. Alright, so we're getting something out of this, and I don't think playing that is a good idea. I guess he's going to get to see... I forgot to attack. that should be okay. He's going to Vamp Tutor, huh? I'm going to let him do that. Alright, let's see what happens here. So, in theory, he's going to try and find... He's got to know I'm going to look for an Emrakul, right? I mean, maybe not. Anything could happen. There's a Frost Titan in this deck. You can totally see Frost Titan's junk, by the way. Which is just gross. That's why he's my icon on Playing the Unplayable. That's why he's on the YouTube video things. Well, actually, just because he's unplayable in this format, but I just can't resist playing him all the time. He looks so stupid. Alright. So, here we go. Maybe he found a Venser. Let's see how this works. Choose a creature... Oh, fuck you. Oh! Oh! Okay. I deserve whatever happens here. Please. Ah! Okay. I deserve that. I should have done the math and suspected that he might have had a Spell Pierce. That's horrible. Oh, man. No! Now he's totally gonna win. Okay. So that thing's getting equipped. Alright. So he's gonna get this game basically based on my misplay of not wanting to empty my hand like a turd. Okay. So, this turn, I figured Jitte's getting equipped, or, no, he might be keeping a Hardcast Force open, but I think he just ripped this turn. He's got a Batter Skull in hand, so why wouldn't he just... He's either gonna Hardcast this or just equip. Okay, that makes sense. Alright. So, he's probably afraid of counter magic there. I'm not gonna crack this. That would have been nice last turn. As of now, it's not gonna do much of anything. Got enough mana now to be able to force Hardcast and pay for Spell Pierce, so that's not really at stake. Is there even enough... Are there even enough lands in this deck to Hardcast an Emrakul? You have like 10 actual lands and then some Wastelands and Sol Ring and stuff. I guess so, but you have to basically have every land in your deck. Maybe it's good to reduce the fetch land count in order to keep that from happening? I don't really think so, though, Tim. What's happening here? This is coming into play. Yeah, I've got nothing. I can't exactly counter that, because, you know. Alright, what do we have here? Misstep. Okay. Basically, we are now paying for our mistakes in the most grievous of ways. What's going to happen? I'll tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to die here. Alright. I'm giving myself one more draw to find something. Okay. I'm going to crack one of these. Okay, we've got one more island in the deck. Odds are pretty low that we're going to draw it. That doesn't do anything. Alright. So I'll concede and I'll draw some cards. True Name? Would that have done anything? That might have done something. Oh my god. I think I just... Okay, so... he's gonna bring in maybe Grafdigger's Cages or something. I'm not sure. He's got multicolor decks, so this doesn't really do anything. That doesn't really seem that great. Do we want to win, like, the True Name battle? against equipment. That doesn't seem so bad. Bring in some Revokers. Maybe we ditch the plan this game. I think. Yeah, I think we ditch the plan, as it were. And I'm going to drop in Lawan, because I'm actually prepped for some True Name Nemesis action from him. Alright, so look at this guy. I'm sorry, this lady. Okay, so I should have had that game. Feel fairly confident of that, because this buddy would have hit the BF. As it stands, I feel okay about what happened. I just didn't play intelligently. You know, sometimes you screw up. That's alright. You learn. Now I know, just always play the fucking land. Alright. So, let's drop this chunky-ass shit. What's going to happen is I'm potentially going to brainstorm if I feel like I need to hit a 2-drop. Probably won't happen, though. I almost wonder if, like, I should be playing a couple Ponders or Preordains in this deck. It's kind of got a combo element. I feel like that wouldn't necessarily be bad. Like, Fact or Fiction might suck. It's hard to say. Alright, and that Cyclonic Rift that's like a one-of. Not sure why I'm playing that. I guess it would have been fine last game. Okay, so we're probably going to brainstorm this turn. I know he has Thoughtseize, so I might save it to protect. I think I misplayed my brainstorm last game too. That's okay. Alright, do I want to do this turn right now? I don't think I'm going to cast anything, so I'm going to wait and draw another card so I get to see one more. Ooh, that's pretty sexy, gotta admit. I'm doing this right now. Pop. Alright. And, that's brutal. I can waste whatever he finds with that. I'm going to wait then. I can bluff a Mana Drain. And still brainstorm a response to a Thoughtseize. Hitting his basic is just pretty good. Let's see. What's going to happen here? I wonder if this should be like Mishra's Factory or something. Just gives me like extra bodies. Probably not. I like having enough basics to just repeatedly find them, especially when they're Easter Island heads. Alright, again, I'm just going to go ahead and... Oh, jeez, that's good. Okay. Crack that baby. We might just win because we draw more lands than him, which would be pretty sexy, I guess. I don't know. Depends on how you play this game. Okay, that's another basic, isn't it? Alright, again, nothing great. We might just... Spell Snare is cool. I'm going to brainstorm after I play land because he might Spell Pierce. That would have been okay. I would have just misstepped it. So playing that land was kind of silly. Okay, so he just missteps it. How valuable is my brainstorm? I think valuable enough. Granted, this misstep could have been saved for like a Swords to Plowshares. Okay, so let's see what we got. I don't really need this Venser right now. I guess it'll come in handy. And also the Spell Snare is questionable. What is this, a Mana Drain? Stifle? What's happening here? I could have wasted that. We have a Snap. Okay, fine. Snare that. Alright, good. So we got this thing resolved. Ooh, we got a Sexy Jace and a Cyclonic Rift. What do we not want to lose from our hand? Because I think that's how we're playing this. I want to keep this. I don't care about this. And I want to keep this. So let's dump this and put this on top. And now if he Thoughtseizes me, he takes True Name, and then I drop a Jace. And I think that's probably how this turn goes. If he does Thoughtseize, I might actually force it. If he plays a land, he could Mana Drain that, which would be bad. Spear of the Labyrinth. Well, that definitely makes things interesting. Huh. Do I force that? I don't think so. It makes Jace worse. I don't care, though. So, we drew our one card for the turn. I think I'm okay with that. what we do then, we can just play this and bounce Spirit. Then he has to, like, replay it. Yeah, I think that's probably okay. We want to get rid of whatever was on there. I don't remember even what it was. Dump this, play this. Let's try to make Jace resolve. I'm not sure how I feel about this card. It's definitely cool. Bounce that. Alright. Like, maybe I wanted to drop this first, but the way I felt about it is that I can force something if I need to. Or I can just Venser it on my turn, and then Brainstorm here. Like, True Name does a pretty good job protecting Jace, but it does have to resolve. Okay, so that thing gets recast, that's fine. I think I might just bounce it, Wasteland, and play the True Name. So, let's plan on doing that. I know that that means bouncing this again. We drew Misty, that's actually good. So, in that case, I can play this, crack it, that's fine. Then I play Venser right now? I think I play this guy and see if he resolves. And he does. I guess I'll choose this player. And now I feel like I can do all sorts of unfair shit. Where I just kill that, and I just look at the cards in his hand. And that thing? No, keep that on the top. Alright. So he can definitely cast that, but it's not a land. So, that's how I'm playing this right now. I do kind of like this card. Just not sure if it's actually good. Alright. So we have nothing there. I think what I do is I just Fate Seal again. Don't attack. I'm going to play this conservatively. That's on top? No, keep it up there. And then I'm going to Venser his guy, EOT, and just start the beatdown. I think that that's sensible. So he's got a Vend click in his hand. I'd say this game is looking good for me. And I can actually back up the Vend click here. I'm sorry, the Venser if he forces, by forcing on my own. Alright. So, let's drop this guy. Okay. Yeah, that's probably accurate. Okay, so we went True Name plan there. I kind of like that. He's going to be on the play this game, but I'm going to toss these guys out, bring back in the fun Riptide plan. So what does that mean I do? This is 62 cards. Lawan can go to hell. Cyclonic Rift seemed extra bad. I don't know. Seemed fine. Spellsnare is... I feel like this is actually a battle about, like, mental missteps and Spellsnares and mana drains. And I have... Yes. Waste. I will show you fear in a handful of poop. Alright. This hand is fine. And Spellsnare is so good on the draw. So I'm totally going to keep this. I like that just like a mono blue deck potentially is decent against some of the metagame. I don't know if it can beat like Affinity though. Alright, so he does nothing on turn 1, which is expected. We drop this. Not sure I wanted all 3 spell snares, but at least that's an irritating set of cards. Yeah, I mean I'm gonna use it. Well. Okay, well, let's let that resolve. I don't really care that much about a 3-1. I'm going to let that resolve. I'm not sure if that's smart, because, like, I don't know if I can use all these spell snares. I need to kill the Underground Sea, because I can't afford to get Thought Seized. So I'm going to be taking some damage. Like, Wasteland isn't as good when you're on the back pedal, which I am. But this clock is long enough that I have some time. Okay, double tundra, that's good. That means I killed the right land. And he can't play a card draw spell right now, which is also good. Well, I mean, he could. He just wouldn't draw any cards. This is good because it just reveals cards, then I put one in my hand. Just gonna drop the basic here. So we can double spell snare, which is fine. I guess, like... I feel pretty good about the way that this is going. If he drops a true name here, I have to counter it. There's, like, no alternative. And we want to see another land, but it's extra... Oh, okay, that's not what we really wanted to see there. We wanted to see something we could play. Another force would have even been fine, I guess, or mana drain. Mana drain would have been great, actually. We just really want to see a land, so I'm hesitant to crack this because it reduces the odds I see a land. Alright, what's going on here? Attack for 3. I kind of like playing Magic and putting it up in my own channel. I know I didn't put anything up last night, I've just been busy. When Becky's done with her exams. I swear, though. Fuck. Okay, I wanted to see a land there pretty badly. Now I'm really wishing I would have, like, forced this. And now he can hardcast Force, which is extra bad. So he's going to get in there for 3. Yeah, no dice. Let's find one. Come on. Okay, that's a land. This does reduce the number of turns we have dramatically, but that's okay. We just need to do this. And so the question is, like, do I try to Factor Fiction, or do I just try to land this Jace and then counter his counterspell? Because I could Venser on his turn, and then fight over that with a Force of Will. Yeah. And if he cracks one of these lands at some point, I can Venser right then. Because then he can't hardcast a Force. And he didn't. Okay. So that was smart. Okay. So let's try this. See what happens. This is for sure not going to resolve. At least not easily. We've got a misstep to counter a misstep, which could counter a spell snare. Okay, so we exile the spell snare, and it's forcing my Venser. I'm going to force his force, pitching a spell snare. Which is exactly what he did. So now he's going to hardcast a force. Oh, Flusterstorm. What's this targeting? The Force? As long as it's not targeting the Venser. Let's see what it's targeting. I have a feeling I go to 2 here. Alright. Yeah, instant or sorcery, goddamn. Yeah, I can't pay shit. Alright, so if he divided them up... Well, I can't... So this is just countering that. Okay, well, that's fine. I go to 2. It's not very good, but... Especially because now I can't hardcast a misstep. Okay, well, now I can go to 1 and play the misstep or a spell snare. Well, let's play this guy. He could also have a stifle. That actually would be okay. If he has a force in blue here, I think I just lose. Snap, targeting Flusterstorm, I take it? Okay, well... Yeah, I'm gonna find a land, go to 1, and spell snare that. Can we hang on? Yes! Alright. So... No! 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 He has another counterspell? No! No! Wait. Oh, well, that's gonna kill me. Alright. Suicide my hand. Alright. GG's. All right, that was fun. I kind of like this deck. I'm still going to be playing around with this a little bit, even though we lost this one. So I'm going to upload this, and maybe I'll, I don't know. We could look at the deck a little bit more. Cyclonic Rift is definitely not necessarily worth it. Revoker is just a good card. Like, I like having access to 4 of each of these after board. They're just both good control elements that give you a clock. Not sure how I feel about this. Alright. Or this, for that matter. Look at this guy. Big fish. Alright. So, I will see you guys around. Lovely, loyal channel viewers. God, don't be that loyal if you don't want to be. Go do something else with your lives. Bake a cake. See you guys later.